अस्सलाम वालेकुम, नमस्ते, सत श्री अकाल, वेलकम टू द टुनाइट शो। क्योंकि 8 बज चुके हैं और सादिया काजी आ चुकी है आपके घरों में आपके लिए आपका अपना शो लेके। एंड आप सबको बहुत बहुत खुशामदीद। उम्मीद है सब ठीक होंगे, मौसम एंजॉय कर रहे होंगे और हमेशा की तरह आज भी शो बहुत मज़े का होगा क्योंकि ऑफ कोर्स हमारे गेस्ट हैं और आपका साथ है। सबसे बड़ी बात तो ये है कि आप हमारे साथ होते हैं तो ज़्यादा मज़ा आता है। सो चलते हैं आपको आज अपने गेस्ट की तरफ कुछ इंट्रोडक्शन कराती हूँ कि कौन है हमारे आज के गेस्ट जो हैं। ही इज़ फ्रॉम द आर्म्ड फोर्सेस और वैसे इनका टाइटल जो है वो है वारंट ऑफिसर, आर्मी के हैं और ही इज़ बीन ऑनर्ड विद एन MPE एज वेल। तो आइए आपकी मुलाकात कराते हैं अशोक चौहान से। वेलकम टू द शो।
Thank you.
Thank you for coming, and it's lovely to see you in your uniform, actually.
Well, I only wear my uniform. I haven't got anything else, just uniform.
Okay, so you don't dress in your normal civilian attire?
Very rarely,
Really?
because I'm always in uniform.
Yeah.
I don't have many
Are you
siblings.
trying to say you're always working? That's why.
Well, I have a wonderful job, so when I'm in duty, once I leave home,
Yeah.
I'm in uniform.
Amazing, yeah.
And if I'm not in uniform, I'm in tracksuit.
Yeah. Oh, really? Are you a sporty person, or is it just a comfort thing?
No, I play a lot of sport too.
Okay, that's really nice. Well, and you are doing a wonderful job, and you've done so much. So we're going to begin with why you got into the army. What made you get into the army?
I joined the army for two things: sport and travel.
Okay.
Because my passion was I love boxing, and then Cassius Clay, then went to Muhammad Ali, who was my idol.
Oh, really?
So one day as I was walking over the high street in Slough, I saw these beautiful pictures and I thought, that's me. So I joined the army for two things and I still maintain that after 30 years.
So, आर्मी में ट्रैवलिंग काफ़ी होती है।
बहुत होती है।
कहाँ गए आप?
मैं तो ऑस्ट्रेलिया, साउथ अफ्रीका, मलेशिया, बार्बाडोस, इंडिया,
Okay, wow.
all over the world.
All over the world, of course, क्योंकि और वहाँ पर आप करते क्या हैं? जब आप दूसरे मुल्कों में जाते हैं तो आर्मी की तरफ से ऑब्वियसली तो आपके रोल वहाँ पर क्या होता है?
Obviously जहाँ मैं पहले गया तो वो स्पोर्ट में, so हॉकी में, स्क्वॉश में, क्रिकेट में, तो वहाँ जाके 2 वीक के लिए हॉकी टूर्नामेंट्स पे और टूर पे जाते हैं। और जो ऑपरेशंस है ना, like अफगानिस्तान, नॉर्दर्न आयरलैंड, the Gulf War, so that's purely work related.
That's lovely. अच्छा मुझे ये बताइए अगर कोई आर्मी में जाना चाहे तो क्या रूट लेना चाहिए, किस तरह से जा सकते हैं?
Very simple. पहले तो वो है ना, पहला वेबसाइट, हमारा वेबसाइट है www.armyjobs.mod.uk.
Okay.
वहाँ से जाके देखे jobs available है. And then obviously the best way to find out about the army is talk to people in the army, because it's that first experience. It's great going online and that, but if you want to know आर्मी के बारे तो आप जो सोल्जर ना उसके साथ वो आपको first hand experience देंगे.
Okay, and how can you get in touch with them? कैसे? Just phone them up?
You can phone them up, or where there are events, so you can walk into the Army Careers Office.
Okay, so best to go to a careers office.
Careers Office, you can also phone them, or go onto the website, because on the website it's got everything. सब कुछ, all the jobs, everything is done online.
What type of jobs are there in the army for?
There are, you can go from doctors, lawyers, vets, pharmacists, drivers, port operators, you name it, we do it, apart from hairdressing and beautician.
Okay.
So there are over 140 jobs available within the army.
So whatever your specified field is, you can actually take that and work in the army. That's something I think which is really nice. कि you don't have to specifically be a soldier, because एक वो हम सब यही समझते हैं कि अगर आर्मी में जाएंगे तो soldier बनना पड़ेगा.
No, everybody's a soldier.
I know, but like the fighting soldiers.
हाँ, वो उसका पता क्या जो training में होता है ना?
जी.
Everybody है ना?
जी.
You train to be a soldier.
Okay.
Whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, you go through your basic training.
Right.
Or training. Then you go into your specific trade. So if you're a doctor, you work in a hospital.
Right.
Or, and that's where, in the military hospital. It varies. So if you're a driver, you work in the regiment. I give an example. In 18 weeks, usually, 14 weeks is training. Or just say you're 18 and you can join the army when you apply when you're 15 and 9 months. 16 and 9 months. And then you can join. Say you went in training and you had no licenses, you can join the army. You do your 14 weeks training, and in 4 weeks you can go from car license to LGV.
Okay, really?
Yes,
Wow.
because they train you. Week 1 you do car, week 2 you do C license, then C plus C.
Crash training at the
It's it's constant training, and you know
Yeah.
it's one of the jobs. I'm not saying you join the army to be a driver. Obviously, I tell people to join the army for a career,
Yes,
and army is a career.
of course. So, so people as young as, like you said, 16 and 9 months
Yeah.
can join. And I mean, I've always seen movies यहाँ पे, you know, soldiers training के लिए वो they're sweating it out, वो भाग रहे होते हैं और वो backpacks उठाए होते हैं, like lots of weights, and they're having to walk a lot. That's quite tough.
It is, but before you go training, before you join the army,
Yeah.
you're told, they give you, tell you what you need to do, the basic fitness test,
Right.
and then they build you up. And after first week, starting, and because you have to get up early and that, so they
How
teach
early do you have to get up? Because मुझे तो अच्छा, I'm a very lazy person, तो मैं तो बड़ी देर से उठती हूँ.
नहीं,
मतलब,
हमारे में, in training, you could be up at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock,
But that,
okay.
don't forget, you're taking you into as a civilian.
Is it early to bed as well then?
Sometimes depends, because
Yeah.
obviously you have to get your kid. It's character building,
Yeah.
and it makes
Discipline, basically.
It's
It's discipline,
discipline,
isn't
and
it?
because you need to look after yourself. So you do the ironing, you do your shoes, you have to do everything yourself. Mummy is not there to help you out.
I
And
know.
it builds you. I'm not going to lie, I didn't know anything.
Yeah. I think I have a few in my house जिनको मुझे आर्मी में भेजना चाहिए, because kids these days we don't do much, so it's an amazing place to build someone.
It is. It's a career.
Yeah.
And I always say being in the army is like being in school. What I mean by that is, when we're working, we wear a uniform.
Yeah.
And when you're not working, you go home.
Okay, so when you're not working, do you party hard?
Yeah, you can party as long as you're back to work at the time stated.
Yeah.
It's a discipline organization. It teaches you how to be an adult. And that's the most important thing.
Right, that's great. So you're a warrant officer. Explain to me what your role is.
Currently, I'm with the Army's engagement team based in Aldershot, and my job is to go up and down the country promoting the Army, ensuring that, change people's perception, because people's perception about your Army is that, it's racist or it's sexist. I'm there to tell
We hear
people.
a lot of that, though, Ashok. That's, it's been in the news. It's been, otherwise you hear it from people. Any truth in that at all?
Well, I can only talk about myself, because I'm not going to lie. When I joined, I will be honest, there was racism in that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying there isn't, so please don't take me the wrong way. But I'm just saying, when I joined, it was tough, and since and as time has progressed, the Army is really, I believe in my heart that we're the best equal opportunity employer going, because we cater for everybody. When I joined, there was nothing.
Yes.
You ate what you were given.
But I guess things have changed over time.
Over years, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. So you're saying that there's a lot of inclusion, diversity within the
Well,
army.
if you look at it, जब मैं joined the other, there was no such thing as kosher, vegetarian, halal. You ate what you were given.
Okay.
As time progressed, now we cater for all faiths. But I
very
emphasize
nice.
all faiths, so whatever, whether you're vegetarian, Muslim, Hindu, Sikh, all the food is available, including for Jewish people.
Kosher.
But you've got to remember, it is up to you as an individual to tell people what you eat and that, because, not everybody knows. So as long as you can get in and you tell people, by the way, I'm a vegetarian, and they will cater for you. The onus is on you.
People from different faiths can easily practice their own faith, even
Yes,
though they're within that environment where everything has to be done in a certain way.
No. Obviously, once again, the communication is the most important thing. As long as you let your chain of command know what is happening, like Diwali, Eid, Vaisakhi, if you let them know in advance, you will get time off.
But that's like any other job, isn't it?
But
we all have to let you know, our people know or our companies know that we need time off. So you have
Yes.
to book time off, yeah.
Yeah, and you know, and we're very accommodating. Obviously, sometimes it's difficult, but you know, I'd say most of the time, they bend over backwards to help people out because at the end they understand people needs. So, you know, like for example, I just spent a week with the Defence Hindu Network on a Raksha Bandhan tour.
Okay, so what was that all about? What did you do there?
That we started off in Glasgow and the Mandir there, and it's basically a week's tour because Raksha Bandhan is on Thursday, the 15th of August. So what we do is the Defence Hindu Network, we go around the country, different mandirs, and they host us for the event. So what happens is we arrive in the morning, we're dressed in our uniform, and from there the guests come in, we welcome guests, and then the mandir will start off by introductions, and then we do a short presentation. Then all the soldiers line up, when I say uniformed services, Army, Navy, Air Force, if there's police, fire, line up in a straight line, and all the ladies, you know, and gents come into hierarchy.
That's really nice.
And it's good. It's,
So you have many sisters then?
loads.
Yeah, loads
I
of
have
sisters.
loads. And
you give them something?
well, we just give our
Because that's a
blessings.
tradition, isn't it?
It is tradition, but we
Yeah.
just give our blessings because obviously we just go around the whole week. So, you know, we're in Glasgow.
Yeah.
From Glasgow, we went to Manchester, Manchester to Bradford, Bradford to Leicester, Leicester to Milton Keynes, finished off in Swindon.
Okay.
So really...
So that's just one event that you've covered,
That's
and you
one.
do many with other
Yes,
faiths as well?
in the armed forces we have the Defence Muslim Association. They celebrate Eid, also Iftari. So we have that. The Sikhs have their Vaisakhi events that we celebrate, and also not forgetting this year is Guru Nanak Ji's 550th birthday. So there'll be big celebrations within the Defence Sikh network. So the Ministry of Defence and the armed forces. So there, you know, we cater. I just talk about the Asian, but we cater for everybody.
That's wonderful. Okay, we're just going to go on a short break. एक छोटी सी ब्रेक का वक्त आ गया, लेकिन ब्रेक से पहले आप सबको मैं ईद मुबारक कहना चाहती हूँ कि ऑफ कोर्स हमारी वीकेंड पे ईद थी. सो सब लोग जो सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं, मेरी तरफ से आप सबको ईद मुबारक. एक छोटी सी ब्रेक के बाद फिर से दोबारा आएंगे, इसलिए आपने कहीं नहीं जाना. स्टे ग्लूड टू योर टीवी सेट. सी यू शॉर्टली. वेलकम बैक टू द टुनाइट शो. और आज बातचीत हो रही है अशोक चौहान से, जो कि आर्मी ऑफिसर हैं, और इनसे हम बात कर रहे हैं आर्मी के बारे में. अगर आप कुछ सवाल करना चाहते हैं, कुछ पूछना चाहते हैं, आर्मी में जाना चाहते हैं, तो प्लीज़ कॉल करके बात कर सकते हैं इस वक्त. ओके अशोक, बैक टू योरसेल्फ. सो हाउ अबाउट women in the army, if or especially Asian women in the army? Do we have many?
We do have women, Asian women in the army. You know, we've got a couple of lieutenant colonels, which is a pretty high rank. We've got physiotherapists, we've got chefs,
Right.
we've got a couple of engineers, so, you know, logistics, HR. So we have got quite a few Asian women in the army. To be honest with you, at the end of the day, the army is a career and we treat everybody equally. So
why would somebody go in the army as, say, a chef, rather than to a normal restaurant? What's the difference?
I would say one is you make friends for life,
Yeah.
and every day is different. You go to a restaurant, it's the same old thing.
Yeah.
But being a chef in the army, you know, I've got a young Lance Corporal. She's actually been promoted to Corporal soon. She spent 6 months in Sierra Leone,
Right.
you know, chefing, so cooking food, and then, you know, and she had another lady with her, Captain Preet Chandni, who's a physiotherapist.
Okay.
So, you know, we call it seva. You know, you help people. So there are, you know, at the end of the day, it's an equal opportunity employer, and we treat women the same. And I believe that in the armed forces, we have equal pay. So whatever rank you are, you
Yeah.
get the same wages. Whereas in society,
Yeah.
slightly different.
It is slightly different. Women get paid less, but अभी आप यानी कि बराबर का पे मिलता है.
हमारे में तो बराबर है. जो डॉक्टर है लेडी, obviously जो rank होता है, then it's slightly different. But से आप दोनों same है,
जी.
you get the same wages.
Okay, that's nice. I think हम सबको आर्मी में जाना चाहिए.
बहुत अच्छी करें.
Equal opportunities का चक्कर
और
है.
दूसरी चीज़ है जो आर्मी है ना,
लेकिन आर्मी के लिए एक स्पेसिफिक एज होती है, राइट? यू कांट जस्ट गो एट एनी एज, राइट?
No, but up to the age of you can join the army up to the age of 36.
Oh, really? That's quite late.
Yeah, I mean, remember you have to pass the selection,
Yes.
and it's not hard because you train for it before you get there, and they build you up slowly. So there is a slightly criteria. Once you've passed that, then you go into a 14-week course. That's for soldiers. There's two types of entries: soldiers and officers. Officers do 11 months.
Right.
There are future leaders, and we have people who've done that. We have doctors. They're called as professionally qualified officers,
Yep.
PQOs. So, we have a lot of. It's just that they're not seen. And at the end of the day, we do our job. The difference between, if you look at it, difference between a school child. And well, there is no difference really, because we wear a uniform. When we're working, we wear a uniform, and when we're not, we dress as whichever way we want.
Of course. अच्छा, tell me a little bit about your travels, because you mentioned so many places. आप इतना ज़्यादा गए हैं और काम के सिलसिले में गए हैं, तो उसके बारे में बताइए.
Obviously, जब मैंने join किए sports के लिए, और with the blessing of above, सारी मैंने दुनिया देखी, playing sport. Predominantly hockey, going to Australia. I wanted to go to Australia. I went there twice to go on a hockey tour. Same with South Africa, Malaysia, Barbados, India, all over Europe. Because I spent a lot of time in Germany, so I got to play hockey, and so I fulfilled my dream.
Yes.
That's with sport. But which I love the most, my favorite. If you ask me what was my favorite thing in the army, I'd say when I spent a year and 12 days in Afghanistan.
Really?
What
was your experience like there?
It was my best experience, because people don't know what your army does out there, And the thing is, when you're out there, you can talk about it. And I spent, a long time out there. And, the people are wonderful. They speak Punjabi, Urdu, obviously.
Yes.
Most of them watch a lot of Asian TV, so I didn't have a problem speaking to them. And you look at them, they are so poor. But even when you look at these, for Eid, for example, I used to get stuff from the UK, take it to Afghanistan, and give it to the children. They knew what time I was coming. Used to have sweets, clothes, and you look at them, they're so small, but when you see them smiling, you're doing a good job.
Of course, that's so rewarding.
It is rewarding, and and then it shows what we do. And as you know, the army, the armed forces, the British armed forces have done so much in Afghanistan. Women, giving women that opportunity, equality. So and things like that. When you see these people smile, it makes you happy. You're doing a good job.
Of course, that's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. अच्छा, मुझे ये बताइए कि being in the armed forces, आपकी family किस तरह से लेती है? Because I mean, usually, with all your traveling and all of that, how do they deal with it? How they cope with it?
Well, they cope quite well. Obviously, my wife's called Savita, and I have a daughter, Priti. I mean, if you wanted to big them up, because I'm not being funny, they have put up a lot with me, because I am constantly away. And my wife sometimes gets annoyed because, I'm away, but she's got used to it. And she knows I'm very passionate about my job. I look forward to going to work every day, because, you meet different people. So, and I have 2 grandchildren too. My daughter,
lovely.
Priti, so, one's called Kia and the other one's
And how old are they?
Rishi. 2 and 1.
Oh, lovely. We don't look like a granddad.
I know. Thank you.
That's very nice.
And so my wife, I met her in India. I had an arranged marriage.
Yes.
So I met her in India, engaged, married, and came over. And one thing I will say about my wife, she didn't speak hardly any word of English.
Really?
We were posted to Germany, and it was my boss's wife and also the local school, the kindergarten, that taught her English, because I was too busy away on operations and that.
Yes.
So
that's very nice that you have a community feel where, she's helping your wife learn a language and all of that. That's lovely.
And a lot of people don't realize, and I get a bit, I'm not saying the army is, it's not right, but I get annoyed when people say, oh, sex is racist.
Yep.
Well, I look at my wife, didn't speak a word of English. She, and then she actually, in Germany, going to kindergarten, learning with the children. And also she did sort of, when we had our sort of open days in the military,
Yep.
she used to cook samosas and that, and get, people got to know. So you get to meet people.
Yes,
And
there's a
that's how-
social
Yeah, and
life attached to
and
it
that
as well.
attachment, because remember, when the soldiers are away, it's the wives' club become the family.
Yes.
And that's so. It's and now we live in Slough, so and the house is the way she wants it.
Oh, lovely.
I'm like a guest.
That's perfect. Okay. I also you're honoured with an MBE, member of the British Empire. Tell us about that. How was that experience for you?
It is. Well, I'm a royalist. I love the royal family.
Me too.
People I do. And the thing is, one thing I will say is, when you meet them, you can't judge people by what you see on TV. You've got to meet them to understand. Hence, what I meant about when you go to Afghanistan,
Yeah.
you're there and you see what happens. And I am a royal family, a royalist. And I remember all I wanted to do was go to Buckingham Palace.
Did you meet the Queen?
Yes, I kept asking people, "Sir, can I get to Buckingham Palace?" Just to see the palace.
Yes.
And then, God behold, with a blessing from above, I got told I got the MB. So, I was more interested in the palace than the MB.
Yes.
And then I went to the palace,
Yeah.
met the Queen. The Queen presented me my award, and it was really a fantastic. I took my wife and my daughter, and it was really a fantastic experience, to meet the royal family. And then also I've met Prince Charles on numerous occasions,
Right.
had a chat with him. So, another wonderful person.
Yes, he's got good sense of humour, hasn't
Yes,
he?
he has, and Princess Anne, so, Prince William, so
Oh, nice.
Prince Andrew.
Really? You've
so
met pretty much all of
I'm
them.
pretty blessed. I am blessed because,
Yeah.
with the job I do, you get to meet people. But then if you're in uniform, I believe it gives you the power to go and talk to anybody.
Yes, that's true.
It's because, but you have to be, you have to be good at speaking, because at the end of the day, you talk about your own life, as in your lived experience. And so you've got everybody in the armed forces has a very good story to say.
Yeah, that's nice. So you get a chance to travel, you get a chance to do basically sport, as you said, and so when you say you play sport for the army, how does that work?
Well, every Wednesday, usually in the barracks, in camp, there is sports afternoon.
Right.
If you look at, I give an example, Kelly Holmes, she was in the army. Chris Sakapusi was in the army. So we have a lot of, people who play international rugby. So we had loads of people that have been in the army and played sport for the country. So it encourages people to play, because at the end of the day, what does sport do? It brings people together.
Yes.
It doesn't matter who you are.
It's good for your health as well. It's fitness, isn't it?
Fitness, yeah, and it's getting you to be part of a team.
Yes.
And if you look at the army, it's like an Asian family.
Yeah.
And I really do believe that.
Yeah.
We have our ups and downs, but at the end of the day, we're one big happy family.
Yeah, that's lovely. Okay, what advice would you give to somebody who wants to join the army?
My advice to them is to actually go to the Army Careers Office or go onto the website and have a look at what is available. Or there are loads of events coming up, and I'll give you an example. There's one on the 14th of September
Right.
next month, which is the Sadigari event in Southall Armed Forces Reserve Centre, Army Reserve Centre. So if you come along, there's loads of stalls, and people can come and have a look at it and talk to the soldiers from different faiths and ask them about their experience.
Yes.
Gives you a good opportunity.
Exactly, and that will sort of clear up a lot of what's in their mind, and if they're the advantages. Or what would you say are because of course we've talked about all the advantages of being in the army. Are there any disadvantages, or is there anything negative?
Well, I wouldn't say it's negative, but you're away from home.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously, if you join the army, you're away from home. Your home becomes the barracks, the soldiers.
Yeah.
But at weekends, and then you can go home. If you're from, say, Manchester, you were based in London, you're not going to go home every night.
No.
But then you make friends within that community. And also, the other thing is, sometimes when you go away on tours, you go away for 6 months on operational tours, you're away from your loved ones. I mean, that's the only two things.
Yeah.
I mean, that's from me.
Sometimes
you know.
that you're
Sometimes you do,
distant.
but what it does, it gets you. You know, you go away. When you come back, you're there. You're back with your family, and it's, you know, it's an important thing. But to me, you know, I mean, it's going away, living away from your family. That's while you're in training and
But I
that.
guess that could be with other jobs as well. It's not just because you're in the army. It could be कि आप किसी और job में और आपको travel करना पड़े. So एक ये भी reason है. अच्छा मुझे ये बताएं कि आप 1977 से army में हैं. It's a very very long time. तब से लेके अब तक कितना बदलाव आया है? क्या changes आए हैं?
बहुत changes आए हैं. जब मैंने join की थी, there was no such thing as, you know, you just did what you were told. जो बॉम्बे जो कोपरल बोलता था ना, आप करेंगे, ये तो आपको थप्पड़ पड़ेगा. And I like the old days. That's me. I'm not saying it happens now.
Yeah.
In the old days, you knew where you stood. जहाँ भी आप जब कुछ गलत करते ना, you'd be in front of the corporal or the bombardier,
Yeah.
and
Strict.
you get it right.
Zyada
Very,
strict,
very, and
yeah.
it made you a man, because it taught you the discipline. And at the end of the day, nobody's going to tell you off if you don't do something, if you don't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
So, and remembering you're part of a family and you're part of a team. So, you know, I remember this guy, his name is Bombardier Anderson. I thought he was a right bad man because he used to pick on me. But as time progressed, because I just thought about me.
Yes.
I didn't see what he did to others.
Yeah.
He treated everybody the same, and you know, and I thank him, because of him is what I am today. And it's you know, and the things have changed. There was no thing as having vegetarian. You ate what you were given.
Yeah.
And there was sort of, you know, and if you did something wrong, you would get smacked, and you know, and you'd be in trouble. But over the years, things have changed.
Okay, we'll come back to that. We have a caller with us. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Hanji.
Hello. You know, I want to ask this gentleman from the about, you know, some people join in Army Medical Corps or engineering branches. How are they treated as equal with the other Army people, or is there any difference? Can you throw some light on it?
Well, at the end of the day, they're all soldiers. Obviously, they are professionally qualified officers, so they are in the medical center where they work, but they're treated the same as everybody else, because at the end of the day, they are officers in the army and they are treated as everybody else. So obviously, everybody has a different job, and because they're doctors, nurses, you know, pharmacists, they all get treated the same. Because at the end of the day, we're not like, I can't talk about outside, but you know, if you're told to be on, if you're going to appointment at 8 o'clock, you will be there at 8 o'clock and you will be seen by the doctor at 8 o'clock. So they get treated the same as everybody else. Obviously, you've got to remember they're more professional, but you know, and we have got we've got a Lieutenant Colonel Ashok Rao, who is also a doctor in the army. We've got a couple of reservists, Major Niraj Shah. We've got from all different faiths, so we have got doctors in the army. And to be honest with you, they are treated equally. Remember, all I will say is, if you're nice to other people, they're nice to you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for your call. और एक छोटी सी ब्रेक का वक्त फिर से आ गया है. उसके फौरन बाद हम वापस आएंगे with a TikTok round. So let's see you very very shortly. वेलकम बैक टू द टुनाइट शो. और आज बात हो रही है अशोक चौहान से, जो कि वारंट ऑफिसर हैं इन द आर्म फोर्सेस. उनसे बातचीत हो रही है अबाउट द आर्मी. और एक बात मैं आपसे पूछना चाहती हूँ कि कैन एनीबडी जॉइन द आर्मी? लाइक जैसे अगर कोई बच्चा है और वो ज़्यादा आगे फर्दर स्टडीज़ नहीं करना चाहता है स्कूल के बाद, या कोई somebody who has a degree and finding it hard to find a job in the outside world, उनके लिए opportunities हैं?
बहुत opportunities हैं. Obviously, जिसके पास qualifications ना है, वो army join कर सकता है. Whilst in the army, he can further his education. हमारे learning credits हैं. There's two types of entries. Basically, आपके पास C's and above, English, Maths and Science, most probably any job is available.
Really? Yeah.
But if you haven't got qualifications, that doesn't mean that you just come. My advice to people out there, education is very important.
Yes.
You know, we have apprenticeships. We're the largest apprentice employer in Europe. And then obviously there's also the graduates. You know, if you've got a degree, you can come in as an officer. You know, there is a selection procedure. As long as you fit the criteria, there are jobs available. You know, and the good thing about being in the army as an officer, it gives you that leadership skills.
Yes.
So if you decide to leave the army after whatever years, you can still walk into a job because people will employ you because of your skill and the discipline. But for soldiers, you know, once you're in, there are very, very many opportunities to further your education.
And does everybody get to wear a uniform?
That's it. But it is wonderful. Honestly, different kinds of uniform.
Yeah.
And you know, you have that self-pride.
Yes.
And when you wear that,
Yes.
you know, you feel loyalties.
Of
You know, and you
course.
feel so proud
Yeah.
to represent the country.
Absolutely. I think it's wonderful. So अगर वो सब लोग ज्वाइन करना चाहते हैं आर्मी को जो कि अभी सोच रहे हैं कि हम क्या करें अपने करियर के साथ, आई थिंक देयर आर सो मेनी अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ जैसे कि अभी अशोक ने बताया कि वो लोग जो ज़्यादा फर्दर एजुकेशन में नहीं जाना चाहते, देयर इज़ अ करियर पाथ देयर, सो दे शुड थिंक अबाउट इट. या वो पेरेंट्स जो कभी कभी अपने बच्चों के बारे में सोचते हैं कि यू नो इन बच्चे के लिए कौन सी लाइन ऑफ वर्क होना चाहिए, आई थिंक आर्मी इज़ अनदर चॉइस. तो आप इसमें ज़रूर यू नो यू कैन लुक इनटू इट फर्दर. सो दैट वाज ग्रेट. आपने बहुत अच्छी बातें बताई, लेकिन अभी मैं चाह रही हूँ आपके साथ एक टिकटॉक राउंड खेलना. सो इसमें हम आपके साथ थोड़े से सवाल करेंगे, नॉट द वंस जो मैंने अभी किए हैं, समथिंग अ बिट लाइटर, समथिंग मोर बॉलीवुड, मोर माय टाइप. उसके बाद फिर आपसे एक डायलॉग मैं पूछूंगी, ठीक है? सो सबसे पहले आप ये बताएं, डू यू बिलीव इन फेट?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
I believe in destiny. And I was destined to be in the army, and you know, so I believe in faith.
Okay,
And-
wonderful. And have you ever sent a text message to the wrong person? कभी ऐसा हुआ?
Yes. It was work related,
Did you
but
get-
yes.
oh, it was
and
work
I had
related.
to apologize straight away. It was
Really?
nothing rude. It was just something as it was the wrong person.
Yes.
So it was not my military person, a civilian.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, it can happen.
Yes.
It's, you know, you've got to be careful, especially if the names are similar.
जी.
मैं भी ये कर चुकी हूँ. एक टेक्स्ट मैसेज किसी गलत बंदे को भेज. एक्चुअली एक मेरी फ्रेंड थी, मैंने उनको भेजना था, और मेरी एक और फ्रेंड थी, बट नॉट अक्वेंटेंस कह ले, तो मैंने भेजा और वो बहुत सारे हार्ट्स एंड किसेस एंड आई लव यू करके, एंड शी मस्ट हैव थॉट शी इज गेटिंग रियली क्लोज. तो वो दैट वाज अ बिट एम्बैरेसिंग. ओके, योर फेवरेट फूड एज एन डिश?
Obviously, I love keema matar.
Keema matar, really?
I do love keema matar.
Okay, I like keema pyaz, and that's nice. Keema aloo is also
Yeah, but I don't like raw onion. I don't like cooked onions
cooked. Oh, okay.
and cucumber. They're the only two things I can eat. Raw onions, but
Yeah,
when
yeah.
if I see it, I have to sort of close my eyes and swallow.
Okay, keema matar is good though. Yeah. Your favorite movie?
What's happening tomorrow and the day after? I would say Mehuna,
Mehuna.
because
yeah.
it deals with soldiers and you know,
Yes.
and so it's
Oh,
quite,
you like that movie?
I do,
Yeah,
because it
yeah.
shows the the closeness, and you know, at the ending when they release the prisoners, it shows.
Yes. Okay, that's your kind of film. Your favorite movie star, Bollywood से बताएं, male and female.
I like Salman Khan.
Yeah?
I do, and I would say I used to love Sridevi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, me too. I was
Yeah.
such a big fan. उसके सारे गाने, you know.
That's fun. And the
जैसे-
favorite movie was Ladla. When you
Yes,
were, you know.
she was such a great actor. She was just amazing, full of life, isn't it?
She was, yeah.
Gone too soon. Yeah, very sad. Okay, if you could go back in time, what decade would you go back to?
I presume the 80s.
The 80s.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's fun, and you know, used to go out and do things, enjoy.
Yeah.
As time progressed, you know, it becomes more seriousness. Whereas in the 80s, it was nice.
80s was fun.
Yeah, it was fun, and you knew where you stood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true. Do you have a nickname, Ashok?
Well, I remember before, you know, they used to call me Ali
Ali.
because I boxed.
Okay.
after Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
And in Germany, it used to be Chowki. The officers used to call me Chowki Chahan, when
Okay.
playing hockey. But in them days, it didn't bother me. In fact, nothing bothers me.
Yeah,
So they were the two names. But then as I came back to the UK, it's Ashok Kumar.
Ashok Kumar. Okay. Ashok Kumar is
Ashok-
there's
it's
an
a-
actor as well called
exactly.
Ashok Kumar, है ना?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite song? गा के सुनाए लेकिन.
Okay, I presume it's. I was thinking about this. That I'd say, "Acha to hum chalte hain, fir kab milenge, आधी रात को वहाँ कोई आता जाता नहीं."
Wow, wow, wow.
Or the other one, I would say,
Yeah.
"दिल को देखो, चेहरा को ना देखो, चेहरा ने लाखों को लूटा, दिल सच्चा और चेहरा झूठा."
Oh yes, put it in tune because I've forgotten the tune. Honestly, I've forgotten.
Its film was Sacha Jutta,
Sacha
Rajesh Khanna.
Yeah. I've forgotten the tune of this song. Do you remember? Can you hum it?
No, no, I can't really. Dil, no.
Something like
Something
that.
like that,
I can't remember it, but it's kind of coming to me. Okay. What would you say is your best feature?
My best feature
Yeah.
is my skill in talking to people, communication. I am very good at
As a
comms.
gift to the gab, as they say.
Well, it's gift, but practice we preach. So it's promoting. And to me, I only know the army because that's what my life is.
Yeah.
So anything I do is always about the army. So I believe my strong point is networking.
Yes. Yeah. You like meeting people.
Meeting
You like-
people because people are interesting. Everybody is different.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they're human beings.
Of course, of course. And a word that comes to your mind right now.
Right now,
Yeah.
amazing.
Amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or unique.
Unique. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why amazing? Why did that come to your mind?
One, I'm here promoting the army.
Yes.
And two, I'm with a lovely presenter.
Oh, thank you. Yes, and it's actually lovely having you here on the show as well. And I've learned so much from you about the army because I didn't know much. तो अच्छा लगा कि आपके साथ ये सब बातें हुई और इतना कुछ शेयर किया. अच्छा, एक आपसे रिक्वेस्ट ये है कि जो हमारे शो में आता है उसको डायलॉग बोलना पड़ता है. ठीक है, आप बॉलीवुड की मूवीज देखते हैं?
हाँ, but dialogue, wow.
आपकी फेवरेट मूवी कौन सी है? मैं हूं ना के अलावा.
I would say, okay, dialogue है.
एक डायलॉग आप
एक
खुद
बार
बोले.
मैं कमिटमेंट कर देता हूँ. मैं अपनी भी बात नहीं सुनता.
ये सलमान खान का डायलॉग है, राइट?
Yeah, ये था.
ओके, लेकिन ये डायलॉग जो मैं आपको बोल रही हूँ,
हाँ जी.
ये आपको कैमरे में बोलना है, ठीक है? डायलॉग इस तरह से है, प्यार तो बहुत लोग करते हैं, लेकिन मेरे जैसा प्यार कोई नहीं कर सकता, क्योंकि किसी के पास तुम जो नहीं हो. ओके, सो नाउ आपको
ये तो बड़ा मुश्किल है.
मैं नहीं, अब वो बड़ा आसान हो जाएगा ना.
Okay.
आपको पीछे मैं
Alright.
आपने इसमें देखना है और
Okay.
आपने अपने सब व्यूअर्स को ये बताना है. प्यार तो बहुत लोग करते हैं,
प्यार तो बहुत लोग करते हैं,
लेकिन मेरे जैसा प्यार कोई नहीं कर सकता,
लेकिन मेरे जैसा प्यार कोई नहीं करता,
क्योंकि किसी के पास
क्योंकि किसी के पास
तुम जो नहीं हो.
तुम नहीं हो.
देख कैसे आपने शाहरुख की तरह बोला डायलॉग है. Totally. Actually, this is from Shah Rukh Khan's movie. I think ये Preeti Zinta के साथ उन्होंने डायलॉग बोला है. So very well done. Thank you for
Thank
that.
I just wanted to, I know before we finish, I just would like to wish all the viewers happy Independence Day to all the Pakistani community tomorrow, and on Thursday, Independence Day to all the Indian community. And on behalf of your army, keep watching Venus TV.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, लेकिन अभी मैं आपसे एक थोड़ा सा ये भी पूछना चाहूँगी before हमारा टाइम ख़त्म होता है कि आप क्या advice देंगे for the younger generation? What would you like to say to them as somebody who's in the army?
I would say, look at the army as a career, right? If you want to be successful, come in the army, join the army, learn, you know, you get to meet people, you learn life skills, and when you leave, you're a decent human being.
That's a wonderful message.
And if you are interested, please check the website out, www.armyjobs.mod.uk, or 14th of September in Southall Army Reserve Centre is Sarigari Day. There'll be loads of soldiers there. You're most welcome, and you'll get some free gifts too.
Really?
Yes.
क्या गिफ्ट मिलेंगे?
वो तो आपको मैंने ले एक मिनट उधर नहीं मैं I was going to say bring, I've got you something there.
Okay.
So I can't move because obviously.
नहीं ओके वो फिर हम अभी आप मेरा ख्याल है फिर जल्दी क्लोजिंग करेंगे मुझे गिफ्ट मिलने वाला है so
No problems.
anyway thank you so much Ashok it's been a pleasure having you on the show
Thank
और आपसे बहुत कुछ पता चला आर्मी के बारे में and I'm sure कि सबको बहुत बेनिफिट हुआ है thank you okay आप सबसे अब मैं इजाज़त चाहूँगी आपसे फिर मुलाकात होगी और आपको पता है कि कल वीनस टीवी पे बहुत सारी सेलिब्रेशंस हो रही हैं क्योंकि पाकिस्तान इंडिपेंडेंस डे है 14 अगस्त 14 अगस्त है कल तो आप ज़रूर ट्यून इन कीजिए हमारे बहुत सारे स्पेशल प्रोग्राम्स होंगे तो 7 o'clock से लेके 10 o'clock तक यानी कि 7 PM till 10 PM लाइव ट्रांसमिशन होगी तो ज़रूर ज्वाइन कीजिएगा कल का दिन आज के लिए मुझे इजाज़त दीजिए आपसे फिर मुलाकात होगी टेक गुड केयर ऑफ़ योरसेल्व्स बाय बाय